Hi, Frank.
Hello, Krisha.
We're both blue. Da-dum-dee-da-dum-die.
Oh, Frank Jr. loved that song when he was a kid.
Da-dum-dee-da-dum-die.
I associate him with being very young when that song came out.
It was 2000s.
Okay, well, maybe not. But he liked it. That's interesting. Hello, it's the Krisha and Frank Show.
Hi.
You may remember us from such things as the Krisha and Frank Show.
Yeah.
Or our fabulous merchandise at krishaandfrank.com. You may remember us from SeymourSmokies.com.
Ooh.
Or from any of the audio podcast apps, or perhaps the YouTube.
Or you might remember us from the grocery store.
Did you have an incident?
I gave someone our card at the grocery store.
Oh, that's
in Sevierville.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for a grocery person. We hope that you're now addicted to the show.
Cheryl.
Oh, that's a great name.
What's up?
How you doing, Cheryl? I'm glad you remembered that.
I am too. I am proud of this show, even if I'm not here.
Well,
I try, right? Try.
we got a lot of dirty laundry out on the previous episode.
Boy, did we. I had to change my pants.
But part of it what?
Just giggly.
No, it's fun. This is my favorite thing.
Yes.
I mean, I have a lot of shows, if you will. I have a lot of, I'm lucky I get to do shows, but this is my favorite one. When I don't get to do it, I'm not happy.
Look, I have a full-time job, but this is my favorite thing. You think that's my favorite thing?
Well, jobs are important because you get paid.
And I have insurance.
Oh, see, that's what I need is a job with insurance.
Yeah.
Because right now I am Mr. 1099. I am Mr. Independent Contractor.
I have been without insurance for a very, very long time.
Well, thankfully, I'm married to a woman with insurance, so I've got that going for me. But you know how it is with the jobs. I got to do. But you know how it is with jobs when they say, "Oh, well, send me your invoice, and you fill out this whatever form it is for your 1099."
Yeah.
I got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, but I have a new car. And it's awesome. On my way here, I was doing 80 and didn't realize it. I was like, whoa!
Did you get the brakes fixed?
Not yet.
Okay, well then maybe. I thought you were going to have that done Monday.
Dude,
day it was.
I was going to do it on Monday while I was at work, and they couldn't fit me in. So
because today might be Monday in your world, I
Yeah,
don't know. We
I
haven't
don't.
decided when we're posting these yet.
we're just roll with us, all right?
Yeah, we're making shows. We're making shows for you.
I'm doing my best, and Frank is doing all the rest.
It's like the pizza box.
Yeah,
You've tried the rest. Now try the best.
yeah. So what's going on? You got your little paper over
I
here.
got some. I've been getting the mail. Well, now that I'm home so much,
You meet the mailman out there, like
pretty much.
you kind of do. You're
Pretty
like,
much.
ooh, mailman's coming.
Oh, when the UPS driver came the other day, I met him halfway down the driveway and said, "Oh, good. Let's see how I can injure myself." And I realized it looked like he was giving me a box the size of a rifle, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh, good.
But I'll save that. Right now, I have here. We'll do that on the next show, I guess. But right now, I have this has come in the mail. This is the Cemetery Satisfaction Survey.
Huh?
Next of kin, family member satisfaction survey, Department of Veterans Affairs, National Cemetery Administration. So it's a 55 question survey.
With questions like,
Well, would you agree or disagree that the committal shelter used for the service was private, clean, and free of safety hazards?
what is that word?
A columbarium?
Columbarium niche?
Yeah, a columbarium is where you put ashes.
Okay.
So it's instead of just leaving them like, where's your mom? Your mom's
Above
ashes.
my dryer.
Yeah, instead of putting them there.
Where's your mom? She dead, Frank. What?
Instead of putting your mom's ashes in the laundry room,
Yes.
what you would do is you would put your loved one's ashes in a columbarium.
Like in a respectful place.
Yeah. So,
Look, she liked laundry.
like for example, the church that Jerry and I attend, when they built that whole big new cathedral, one of the
Yes.
things they built is a little memorial garden, and in it is a series of walls that have these little square holes. But so if you can imagine, you've been to a cemetery where you go in and there's the big old mausoleums, and
Right.
there's casket-sized
Right.
holes in the wall.
I mean, I grew up in a dabbling
So
funeral
you
home.
understand. Well, columbarium is the same thing on a smaller scale. Now that cremations have
Oh, it's like
become...
little drawers. Like a safety deposit box for your loved ones.
Yeah, except they permanently seal the memorials, what do you call it, on the face of it. You know, once they
Okay,
engrave
yeah.
the person's name of it, it gets cemented in there. And
So it's like a gravestone for
ashes.
dust.
Yeah, yeah, but it's above ground. So,
right.
and in fact, some places like they go in San Francisco, they have these old timey historic columbariums where they're mostly see through because the urn is some sort of ornate.
Ooh, I want to see that.
What was I watching? I was watching a YouTube video about the burial places of the stars of the TV show Batman, and
God, I do need to be here more, don't I? I'm so
I had
sorry.
so much time on my hands. So YouTube has been suggesting the strangest videos.
I'm sure.
So based on my viewing history.
If you like that cemetery, wait till you see this one.
Right now I am deep in Back to the Future behind the scenes videos and 1964 World's Fair videos.
Okay.
Because YouTube just keeps pushing them to me because I watched one.
Yeah.
And then I watched another one and then I watched another one. Well, I watched something about Batman and it pushed to me a video where it visited the graves of all of the dead Batman people from multiple versions of it. I mean, going back to the old serials,
Right.
to Adam West, to Cesar Romero. That's who it was, the Joker, Cesar Romero.
Yes.
And they go inside some columbarium in Hollywood. And there's, it's mostly just squares with people's names on it. And then you get to this one where it's a glass see-through and it's backlit. And there's this ornate vase with the two.
Oh, that's cool.
Like an ewer or what do you call it? A samovar, one of those type of things, where with the two handles, and that's Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero, this is where he is.
Well, my mother is just buried in the regular ground, and they wanted to know, like, how satisfied were you with the length of time it took for the permanent headstone marker or columbarium niche cover to be in place? Do you feel you had sufficient time to make a decision on the headstone marker or columbarium niche cover? Overall, how satisfied were you with the quality and appearance?
I love this one. Looking back at your overall experiences with the National Cemetery, which items would you have liked more information about? None, I was well informed. Details of a service,
The committal
service, military, location of, layout of, I need the cemetery map.
Yeah.
Certificate signed by the President of the United States honoring the Veteran Service floral policy. Ooh, you need to know the floral policy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in our case, we were fine because we had already been there. We decided to actually have now 4 relatives in this same cemetery.
Okay.
So, and they're all within walking distance of each other. But we decided, my mom said that she wanted to be buried with her first husband, which is my father, rather than her second husband, who is probably about 100, 200 yards away.
Okay. See you on the way out.
And the other thing I was pointing out to my relatives is my father had an aunt who was in the Navy, and he was the closest geographically relative to her when she died. So he was responsible to see to it that she got buried in this national cemetery. So it struck me as odd that my father, not knowing that he would die a month or two later, was at this cemetery for the burial of his aunt, who, and because you get buried in chronological order, he died soon enough after she did that they're pretty close together in the cemetery.
Yeah.
It's like maybe they finished that row, did another row, and then boom, there's dead. So Mom goes in the same thing. And what they do, and this is what I'll have to write to them and tell them this is wonderful, is because they're now going to engrave Mom's stuff on the back of Dad's headstone.
Yeah.
He's entitled to a whole new headstone. They pull his out and trash it.
Oh, wow.
I said, can I have it? They said, no.
Why not?
I said, can I buy it? No. Because I thought it was cool.
Right. Why wouldn't you?
Because it's disrespectful.
It's the same reason that if someone, I wanted my gallbladder when they took it out, and then they were like, no. I was like, it's my property.
You would think. But,
I've been carrying it around for 35 years.
I guess because if you do it for one, you got to do it for everybody. So they somehow destroy the old gravestones. But so Dad got a new one, and you're allowed to have more words. Back in 1983, it was the bare minimum.
Right.
But now with technology and computer graphics, and you can get a different logo at the top. Like we had the standard Christian cross, but that's what they're talking about in this survey. Is we had over 100 things you could choose from.
Ooh, like emojis.
Yeah, all the different religions you can imagine, and then other stuff, like if you wanted nuclear atoms zipping around.
That's kind of cool.
Different things, like, so we just picked the Irish cross, the Celtic cross, for both Mom and Dad, and you're able to add some words like beloved father, which you didn't used to have.
Right.
So we got that, and beloved father and husband on the back, with Mom's stuff. There's a little more room, actually, because she was not in the service. Dad, you have to leave room for lieutenant,
Right.
whatever he was. On the back, mom, we could put for mom, beloved mother, wife, mother, grandmother, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
so I'm very satisfied with this, with the cemetery. I thought they did a
think
fine
that's
job.
so interesting that they actually send out, like, it's a Scantron.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to slide it into the machine. I mean, you're going to fill it out and turn it in,
The beginning
right?
of it is the instructions about how to fill out the Scantron.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is...
Correct mark, incorrect mark. Yeah.
You're going to fill it out and send it in,
Well, of course
right?
I am. I just got it. It only just arrived, and I thought, well, that's good. I'll save it and show Krisha, and then I'll fill it out and mail it in.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Do you think that they actually take it? I mean, they go through a lot of effort to send it to you and to make sure it's all scanny.
Well, I'm assuming that many people have filled this out and sent theirs in before me because our experience was flawless.
Right.
Everything went super smooth. It was exactly as they told us it was going to be, even with COVID. They said, we have certain limitations, but you're outside in the middle of nowhere.
Right. In a cemetery.
In a cemetery,
Yeah.
it's going to be okay. And you're all family members. So plus the cemetery is an hour's drive away from my mother's house. Very few people are going to make the effort to go.
Right.
So yeah, we were fine. It was just immediate family, and we did. I think I showed you that picture a while back, where Google Photos had incorrectly made a panoramic of the pallbearers carrying the casket.
Yes.
And it makes the
It was like,
casket.
whoa.
Why'd you make me look so long, Frank?
Frank, how could you make me look so long? Speaking of caskets,
Oh, bonezones.com.
speaking of death,
If I were to be exhumed, or if I needed someone to exhume a loved one, I would go straight to Dr. Bill Bass
heck yeah.
of bonezones.com.
Don't forget the S.
Got another message from some teacher somewhere who has been studying with her class the book Death's Acre, which you can buy at bonezones.com, get it autographed.
Don't forget the S.
And she wants to send some kind of gift to Dr. Bass in appreciation.
Aw, that's nice.
I said, that's nice, because usually I probably should have just said, why don't you just go buy stuff? That would be just as good. Go on bonezones.com and get maybe a hat. In fact, everyone in the class, they might want to get the key tag or the challenge coin,
The challenge coin, that's pretty cool.
the autographed picture.
T-shirts.
Oh, the tote bag. Tote bags are good for students.
I love me a tote bag.
Yeah.
You know me and a tote bag.
You've got it all over you. Like, in fact, if you were moving out of your house, the first thing you would do is fill a tote bag with your favorite
Couple of
books,
tote bags.
and that's the first thing that you would take.
That is probably the only thing I would take in a week.
Living out of a tote bag. So that's fantastic. Well, Bone Zones has all that fun stuff. You want to check it out. And I'll tell you that things are starting to pick up in terms of personal appearances. Dr.
Yes.
Bass has now gotten booked to do the high school or middle school chemistry camp with Dr. Hazari
cool.
that he does. That's now been on there. There's a few more things that are coming because theaters are reopening. Other venues are reopening. I was talking with Susan from Bone Zones the other day, and there's a particular venue that we're very fond of. You and I have performed there. That we're going to get in touch with them and say we think that'd be an ideal spot because of this. It's spread out.
Spread out.
You got the airflow, all the good things.
Has Knox County extended the mask mandate, or did they let it drop?
That would imply that I read the news.
Okay, Sevier County let it drop.
Let it drop.
On the 14th.
I don't know that I don't think Knox County
Yeah.
did, but again, I'm watching YouTube videos about the 1964 World's
I was
Fair
gonna say.
and about the burial places of the stars of the TV series Batman.
And in my little bit
So-
of free time that I have when I'm sitting in a green room waiting on the next show, I'm learning to play banjo. So
Oh, well, let's wrap it up. Bonezones.com. Don't forget
Yes.
the S, because, the last episode, you mentioned briefly, and I meant to get back to it, that what did I do? I made some Alanis Morissette reference
You sang-
before we started the show. So you
Yeah.
didn't I don't even know if you saw it.
you sang an Alanis Morissette song.
Why did I do that?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I guess I work at a radio station that occasionally plays Alanis Morissette. So
Oh,
there-
you said, I have a Ludens in my pocket. And you went, got a Ludens in my pocket.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm at the
I
pocket of
sang
my
hand,
cheek.
Yeah, you sang hand in my pocket.
And you said,
I am going to be recording that album as a bluegrass album.
now I should know because, believe it or not, when I was in radio and Alanis Morissette was an unknown, they brought her by the radio station, K-Rock, because they worked her as an alternative act first. And we were one of the first stations in the
Yeah.
world to play that. And then they do that on purpose to cross them over to pop.
Yeah.
But I remember her being delightful and
Yeah.
smaller, little
She's
person.
tiny.
But it was a fun experience to get to meet this up-and-coming superstar. she had that thing about her. You kind of knew.
Yeah.
You know, probably because she was on Nickelodeon as a kid, but you kind of knew.
Yeah, she had a thing.
But I don't know which album is which. I know the song about Dave Coulier very well. I love that one.
Yes.
Which is her most famous
It's on
song.
that album.
You Ought to Know.
Yes.
And but the station I work on mostly plays Ironic. That's different.
That's on a different album.
It's the one you're going to do, Hand in My Pocket.
It's so like it's got You Live, You Learn. It's
Okay.
Yeah, it has all of those. It's her first album.
But you're going to do You Ought to Know.
Yeah.
I will sit in the driveway and listen to that song till the
Because
end.
the love that you gave that we made
'Cause
was
generally
unable to
speaking-
make it enough for you to be open wide.
I've learned about myself that generally speaking, I don't like songs. That I don't.
You're not a music listener.
I try to find something with all this free time that I've had. I'm like, I should listen to something.
Have you had free time?
I've had a lot of free time.
Dang.
I've had, and I just can't think of a thing to listen to.
Well,
Because I've just finished doing a 4-hour, 5-hour radio show.
Right.
I'm done. I don't need to hear music.
you're out there screaming obscenities in your car listening to Alanis Morissette.
Well, when the bad word comes, I
Yeah.
want to make sure. I guess I don't really wait for the whole song to end. I just want to get to that
Part.
And then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I heard it. And then
The one they edit out of the radio.
And I picture Dave Coulier, and then I get go in the house.
I had the biggest crush on Dave Coulier when I was
So
a
did
kid.
Alanis Morissette,
Yeah.
turns out.
No, so I met someone, and he's wonderful.
Does he
and
resemble Dave Coulier?
He does not.
Oh.
Maybe a little.
That's all right.
He's got the same color hair.
Got my hopes up for a second.
But it's going very well. And he is a musician, and I'm getting to experience life in a whole new way. He loves improv comedy and loves comedy, but
That's
he's not
good.
a comedian.
Which is good, because have you ever dated a comedian?
I have.
Have you ever been married to a...
I have.
How'd that turn out?
I'm dating a musician.
So that's good.
So we connect very well on the same creative levels, but he is very funny and likes to write funny songs and funny music.
Oh, is it like Weird Al Yankovic? Does he look like Weird Al?
No, but he loves Weird Al.
Weird Al's the best.
Yeah. And so I'm learning new skills. I'm teaching him things. He's teaching me things. It's
Could
kind
you
of
get him to grow his hair out like Weird Al?
I mean, I probably could.
Could you put him in a Hawaiian shirt at least?
Definitely.
You could start with that. Start with the
Definitely.
Hawaiian shirt and an awkward mustache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just tinkering around in life. Like,
So, but you said that you're going to record how do you go record an album? I don't even know.
well, in a studio that someone has in their house.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be, I guess that's you know what? We decided we wanted to do a TV show and no one would hire us. So what did we do? We bought a camera and we bought clip-on microphones.
Yep.
And we sit here and I pretend I'm Regis.
And I pretend I'm here.
Am I supposed to put you here in post? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
You know what I think would be great is we should do like a cardboard cutout.
Actually, I just had another idea. Similarly, that if we just could record enough footage of us just sitting here, moving our mouths, but I probably could go back in the archives and just strip the audio off of an old episode. And then when you phone it in, literally phone it in from your car.
I did phone it in.
I could.
It sounded terrible too.
Well,
it was my fault because I was.
Yeah. I was using this
wasn't your
microphone.
fault.
I had an idea. I said, what if I sent this microphone home with Krisha and I bought another one, or used one of the other ones I have around the house? Maybe we could, come up with that kind of plan.
Yeah.
But I like the one.
Poop.
What?
I gotta poop.
I didn't think it would work that fast. I mean, that's 19 minutes. You're telling me 19 minutes? Do you want to explain?
I've been clogged.
She gets a snap from the boyfriend saying, "Have you pooped
Have you
yet?"
pooped yet? Because I've been clogged. He's checking on my health.
And I jokingly, or it's not jokingly, when I say, because he wanted to buy you some fiber.
And your exact quote was,
I don't remember.
And this is the Rocket Brothers, just go ahead and turn your volume down for a second. Your exact quote was, I got some figs, that'll blow your ass right out. So I ate 3 figs.
19 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Or now 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago.
And that's all it takes.
I gotta poop.
takes me like 2 days for them to work.
It's been 2 days.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we should wrap because
Aren't you glad we're doing this again?
Can we talk about death again? I am so comfortable talking about dead things and so uncomfortable
I
talking
know.
about poo.
I know. It makes me so happy.
It's horrible. You know I hate poo.
I know.
All right.
I'm gonna have to poop in your house.
I don't care about that. We have toilets. I don't care about that. I can go. I can leave the room. I can leave. I can go somewhere.
That's cool.
I got plenty of places to go.
We can have a conversation. It's
No.
fine.
No. I will. In fact, you know what? For the next episode, I've got show and tell. We can either. I want to show you what I bought. And also.
I will not show and tell you for the next episode.
And also, my sister sent home a bunch of things from my mother's house. So I've got some chairs and some toys.
I miss you
and
so much. I miss you so much.
Well, I've been here.
I know.
In fact, that one day, literally just yesterday, just sitting.
Audibletrial.com/Krisha and Frank.
It's
You
not kinda
can.
like this.
Are you okay?
This is me yesterday. I'm recreating what I did yesterday.
You can get a free audiobook download. You get 30-day trial. You can sign up for it or not after that 30 days, but you do get to keep that first free download.
Yeah, and by using our code, the audibletrial.com/Krisha and Frank, it helps us with the affiliate marketing. You're supporting our show that way. And we say this because we're confident that you'll keep Audible like Krisha does.
I love it.
So that you can listen to things and download them when you're driving through those mountain passes.
Yeah,
Because you spend all that time in the mountains.
I do.
Learning bluegrass, recording an album.
Shoot fire.
All right, then. I can tell that, I don't know if it's gurgling or burgling or whatever you're doing, but we got a prairie dog and whatever you call it. We got to go. Thank you. ChristianFrank.com. Is that what you call it? I saw that in a movie once. What is that?
Oh my God.
You saw that movie too, right? Okay.